Hi, my name's Dr. Flis Lawrence and I'm an organisational social psychology expert. My doctorate researched the prevalence and impact of workplace bullying and cyberbullying on people and culture in the Australian public sector, and found quite worryingly that 3/4 of the people I interviewed and surveyed across Australia had either experienced or witnessed some form of cyberbullying, whether it be person related or task related. And it also found that cyberbullying tended to escalate as a consequence of face-to-face confrontations, and vice versa, whereby face-to-face confrontations would then escalate into online abuse and harassment. This is very worrying because the further I delved into this research, I found that the Australian Productivity Commission had identified Australia annually losing between $6 and $36 billion per annum to stress-related illnesses around this space. This is a huge worry, and that's one of the reasons why I am doing this bespoke Reach Your Full Potential at Work bootcamp, of which this module is a part. However, it's not my only and my personal drive. The last few months of my career in the public sector, I was working with a junior staff member, a really lovely girl who was coming back to work as a result of some health issues. And one day she came in and said that she'd received a letter in the post from her boss and HR who accused her of fraud. And she fronted a panel of HR and very senior managers, including her supervisor, who was very senior to her, about 3 or 4 rungs up the ladder. And she fronted quite a large panel of about 4 people and came through that with flying colours. So that was probably an example of organisational bullying. However, that wasn't the thing that actually got me angry. We were sitting that day quietly in the evening at about 6:30. I was in my corner office tapping away on my computer, and this lass was in front of her workstation, and I heard some footsteps, and I understood that one of the panel members had actually come over and was standing and having a chat to this lass. And as this lady was leaving the office to go home, she said, "You know, we still love you, don't you?" and giggled and then left. And I still remember having this absolute feeling wash through me of anger and amazement that someone would be so capable of jerking this girl around who was trying desperately to come back to work. Her health wasn't good. The organisation had treated her badly in terms of this fraud claim, and then to sort of smash a nose in it and tell her that they still loved her. I just remember hearing this loud voice in my head saying, this has to stop, someone has to do something. And that caused me to articulate from my master's to a PhD, because I've seen in the Royal Australian Navy and the public sector and in private sector, I've seen a lot of activity around alleviating, mitigating and preventing negative workplace behaviours, but nothing seems to change. There seems to be a consistent theme running through that we're accepting a certain percentage of people being bullied. And I want to actually help people have a happier workplace experience. And so this is why I've developed this business.